Melinda, let's conclude our discussion with the CEO of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Mr. Boboyi Oyeyemi. Just looking through, having gone through some of the responses now, those accidents that happen, wherein lives are lost, those vehicles are also lost. What happens to that part of insurance? Because, yeah, unfortunately, people die and cars are lost, but how do we get to hold the owners of, or what do we do about owners of those tankers? Do they just go free? Or
no, they cannot. There are two cases involved. One, the criminal aspect. When a life is lost, it becomes a criminal in nature. Then the other part is to encourage the family to institute a civil case. That is where the NGOs comes in. The NGOs should be able to support the families to file a civil case to claim compensation, even though that cannot replace the life, but it will serve as deterrent to others. And most of them have third party, and third party policy still enables you to do that. But again, are they genuine?
That's another big question. But I know that some states have changed the way they do it. It's no longer the former.
We're almost there with the Nigerian Insurance Association. They are really working, and they have a database now that if you have insurance policy, you yourself can go online and check it, or with using the code, the source code, and just check. So those are the kind of thing. A joint effort is going on to improve on the road safety management by the insurance industry. And I believe what we're telling them is that publish the list of all the accredited insurance companies. Let them all be online. Let them have a computerized system for payment for issuance of the policies. So with that, you eliminate quacks, touts from the licensing offices. That is it.
You talked about what you're doing with different groups, different authorities, including Lagos State government, but what kind of results should road users expect, and how soon, as a result of all these meetings and plans that you're putting in place?
Before the end of the year, this is July now, I believe within the next few months, once we can commence these inspections, let's start from where we started with the tank and trailer drivers. Again, trailer drivers, they don't even have any association. They don't belong to either URTW or to NUPENG PTD. They are just in the world. How
do you deal with them?
That is, it was the last meeting now that the NATO said, NUPENG said they don't belong to their own union. They don't belong to any they're just in the world of their own. And if you look at those who are blocking the roads mostly before, they are the tanker, trailer drivers. So we can see, we must see how we can bring them together. Engagement has opened up so many challenges, so many problems within the sector. So it behoves on us now to see how we can manage this. Fine, we've resolved with the PTD NUPENG, we've resolved with NUPENG now, and they're implementing all the things we've raised. We talked to the tank owners today, and the PF is giving us support to ensure that this inspection is total. PF is using our database to clear all those tankers to load fuel. So once we say no now, they will not allow them. They will not get their money. Gradually, I think we get it right. I'm happy about that. With URTW, we don't have problem. It's going on well. Okay. Which if you remember years ago, these are the same kind of problem we're having with luxury buses until we sorted it out. Today, we don't have problem with them again. So I believe by the time, that is why we didn't start with enforcement. You go to the root of the problem. And that is what we have done now, engaging all the stakeholders. And I believe before the end of the year, things will be better. With the more personnel deployed to Lagos, to all these locations, to be farmed, I haven't been trained. Okay. I want to assure Nigerians I will do my best.
All right, this question too, very important too. How are you going to enforce that speed limit?
Speed limit, that's the issue of installation of speed limiting device. You must install it. It's a device, there are two types. It's a device that must be installed in the vehicle, in the engine. It cuts down the speed. The maximum speed on our roads on the expressway is 100 kilometers for cars. For buses, it's 90. For trailers and cars, 75. So that means if you're installing the speed limiting device, for 75 kilometers max, you put it at 80. So implication is that you cannot, no matter how you accelerate, you cannot exceed it. And we've just, I think by next week, they will have National Automotive Council FRS will have finished the accreditation licensing. So all they will be companies that will be carrying out these installations. And that the union itself, they're going to do it for all their vehicles. Once we can cut down the speed I think we're much better. The last time we met, I spoke to you that 50.8% of the crashes for last year was a result of speed-related cases, and loss of control was 16%. If we put all these things together, I believe we're on course. Within the next few months, I believe we see a lot of improvement. June records is not the yardstick to measure our performance. It was unfortunate all this happened at the beginning of the rainy season. 1 week, 16 crashes. Towards the end of the week again, I personally supervised 2 crashes on Ibadan, Lagos. And again, the last weekend at Oshogbo, when a tanker brake failed, no life lost. Ovia River was a sad case for me. I lost one of my heavy duty recovery vehicles valued at 100 million. So I need to do more. A lot is expected from me. You can see my face now, it's a bit dull. A lot, I don't sleep again. A lot is expected. Nigerians expect so much from me to perform, and I need the support of Nigerians. If you all obey traffic rules and regulations, imagine what will happen. If all of us can be road safety compliant, our roads will be better, lives will be saved.
That's why we have those laws to keep checking, so that everybody is reined into line. But we have to go.
Please support us.
Just before you go, you said something about lane
discipline.
Lane discipline. What lanes are the trailers and the trucks supposed to be on?
On the slow lane.
That's the last lane.
Last lane.
Why do they keep blocking me all the time?
Because they are the ones that are always hogging that fast lane.
We've discussed this. On a dual carriageway, you keep to the right lane and accept when you want to overtake. And if it's a 3-lane road, the extreme right is for trailers and slow-moving vehicles. Then for cars, you stay at the middle lane. And the last lane to your left is when you want to overtake. And by the time you overtake,
you return.
Thank you. So that's why, please continue to support us in terms of advocacy, education, and enlightenment. The core cannot do it alone. We need the support of all to get this thing done. A life you save today may be yours tomorrow.
Okay, so there you have it, Mr. Babuyi Oyeyemi, the CEO and Corps Marshal of Federal Road Safety Corps. All the best.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back after the break. Please stay with us.